Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Oliver Sherwood. Today we are going over the Spring Boot final coding project. I've been pretty much on my computer since I submitted week 15 just a couple of days ago, trying to finish up this project, but I haven't finished now. So I want to go over a few of the things here. So first we're going to go over the entity code. So this is the customer code. I tried to do four different um, classes here, but my code was it was really just kind of convoluted and really messy. So I didn't want to do four. So I decided just to do the three entities and the three tables, just to make it a little bit easier on me. So this is the customer entity code. So we're gonna have the column it's going to name is customer underscore ID. The table name is going to be customer, and then we're going to have this set for many to many. Next is the employee code. So this is rather easy as well. The table is going to be named just employee. And then we have these columns set up here. Employee underscore first underscore name, snake case, some people call it. And then the actual string of it's going to be called employee first name. And the reason we have it set up like that is because on my dbeaver table, it is named just a little bit different. And I didn't realize that until I was already doing the API testing. Um, but here's the many to one for that requirement. And then we go over to the ice cream shop entity, and we have the table name's going to be ice cream shop. The column name's going to be ice cream shop underscore ID. And again, same thing here with the columns with the ice cream shop entity, as I did in employee. Forgot to change it. That's all right. And then we have the many to many cascade type persist, and then the one to many ice cream shop for the employees. All right, so that is all of the entities. And we'll go ahead and close that package there. So I'll jump over to the service real quick. And with the customer service, we do have a post customer, find or create customer. Here's that method, find customer by ID. The transform method going from entity to entity, and then the find customer by ID. So that is all of the customer service. For the employee service, we have save employee, transform employee, find ice cream. Oh, that's in the wrong place, but there's the find ice cream shop by ID. Um, the find employee by ID, find or create employee, and then delete employee. Um, then the ice cream shop service, we have save ice cream shop, copy ice cream shop fields, find or create ice cream shop, retrieve ice cream shop by ID. Oh, where'd my zoom go? Oh, there it is. Create the ice cream shop and find all ice cream shops, set ice cream shop fields, and then delete ice cream shop by ID and find the ice cream shop by ID. So that is all of the service methods for the ice cream shop. And then we will go over to the DAO. They're just rather easy. It's just we're extending the customer DAO over into the JPA repository, and then we're going to have it as a customer log. And then these two are also the exact same, except it's the ice cream shop DAO extended over to the JPA repository, and then the employee DAO extends over to the JPA repository. So next is the controller method. And then the employee data. So we have the long for the employee ID, string for the first name, last name, job title, and phone. And then we're going to have it the public ice cream shop employee data. And then it's going to be employee. And we're going to have it as this dot employee ID. And then it's going to be get employee ID, get employee first name, employee last name, get the employee phone, and get the job title. And then the customer is going to be the same thing, just for the 4 customer requirements that I put in there. Um, so for the customer first name, customer last name, their email, and their phone. And then the ice cream shop is going to be, we're going to be bringing over the customer data, bringing over the employee data, and those are going to be equal both to new hash sets. And then this shop ID equals get ice cream shop ID. And then here's the customer for the ice cream shop dot get customer. And this is how we're going to be adding the customers to the ice cream shop entity. And then same for the employee, this dot employee dot add to the new employee data. Okay. And then the controller error. So we're going to have a handle illegal statement exceptions. We're going to have handle unsupported operation exceptions. We're going to have handle no such element exception, handle duplicate key exceptions, handle the exception, handle no element exception, build exception message, and then the log error. All right. So next is the controller. So for the customer controller, we're just going to have it with the request mapping up here is going to be ice cream snake. I forget what I called it earlier, but the underscore cream underscore shop underscore customer. That's how we're going to be able to send or create the customer in the API client. Then we have the post mapping, the response status, and then the add customer method. All right. And then the employee controller, again, the mapping is going to be ice cream shop, ice underscore cream underscore shop underscore employee. And then we're going to have the add method and the delete method for the employee. And then for the ice cream shop method, we're going to have the create ice cream shop, update ice cream shop, retrieve ice cream shop by ID, get all ice cream shops, and delete ice cream shop by ID. And that request mapping is going to be ice cream shop underscore in between ice and cream and shop. All right. And then lastly is going to be the application. It's rather easy. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's just the public static void main string arg statement, and we're just going to be running the ice cream shop application. All right. Oh, and then here is the YAML. I do have this server port set to 9090 just because Pet Store was running on 8080. So I know they don't run at the same time, but just to make sure things didn't get crossed, wires didn't get crossed, I went ahead and set the server port to 9090. So there's the URL, username, and password's the same, just like I set up on the MySQL. And then I also included the framework for the debug because I was running into a few issues in the making of this. All right, so I do already have this up and running. I have ran the application. I have been playing with it, testing it, running a few things just to make sure everything was going the way that it was supposed to before I, started recording this video. So we can go over to the dbeaver just quickly here, and we can see that the tables we have customer, employee, and ice cream shop, and then ice cream shop customer and ice cream shop employees. Those are going to be our join tables. All right, so if we look at ice cream shop, we can see the ice cream shop ID, the shop name, ice cream shop address, city, the phone, the state, zip, and then back here's ice cream shop name. I'm not sure why that's null, but shop name isn't. But either way, the shop name is present in there. So over to the customer, we have the ID, the customer's email, the last name, customer phone fills it in right here. But again, phone, it's null. I'm not sure why, but either way, we get the customer phone. Right. So over to employee, You can see I've tested it a few times. We're up to employee ID number, or yeah, employee ID number 19. So here we can just go ahead and switch these two around to make it a little bit more easier to understand for us. So employee ID, employee first name, last name, job title, their phone, and then the ice cream shop ID. And then again, ice cream shop ID is for some reason it's pulling null. So I went ahead and included in the code nullable equals false since this was going as a null. So that seemed to have fixed it. But we can go ahead and refresh it. No, I guess we're up to 21. Create a few more. But so there's all of that. We can go ahead and try to run some of this now, show the post, the get, make sure that it's all running correctly. So we can go ahead, let's go and create a new ice cream shop entity here. We will call this shop name. Give me 1 second. So let me plug in my mouse. It is about to die. There we go. All right, so we can go ahead and call this final project. That'll be the shop's name. We'll just do 1, 2, 3 final way. Oops. This is going to be in, let's call it Finalsville. And then the zip code and phone number, those are fine. So let's go ahead and make sure that the address, yep, that is correct. So we can go ahead and send that through. And the API client says that it was in fact created. So we can see there, let's just check our dbeaver quickly. And here it is right here with the ID number 9. Shop name is Final Project, 1, 2, 3 Final Way, Finalsville. So perfect. So the entity was created. So let's go ahead and go to, that was number 9. Let's go ahead. Whoops, I'm getting everything backwards here. So let's create a new employee for that new location there in Finalsville. So we'll just go ahead and add myself. And we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So we can go ahead and add that. So as we can see, employee ID number 23, it's going to be me. So again, if we go back over to the employee side, we refresh, it should be number 23, which means 22 hasn't came through yet. And there it is right there. Perfect. And then if we go over to the customer side, we can go ahead and do customer. Let's go ahead, new customer for this location. That was number 9. And we will again just add myself for that location. So we can do Ethan and final.com. The phone number is okay. So there we are. Customer number 7 was created for the store number 9. So if we refresh this, perfect. There I am right there. And then if we go, whoops. If we go to right here, I already have this pulled up. Yep, perfect. So this is going to be for the get, just so we can show all of the ice cream shop locations, get all of those, retrieve all of those. So we can go ahead and do that. So if we retrieve it, here's all of the ice cream shops and perfect. So let me see, let me check the requirements. Perfect. So I think that is everything. So I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a good one.